Hello friends. So finally, after 10 weeks, I got the news I've been waiting for. I'm completely healed internally. It has been a crazy few weeks. So I went for my 6-week checkup and I was not healed inside. So I had to be cauterized, which was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was uncomfortable, but it was short-lived. So we were hoping after that everything would be okay. I had a stitch that was like barely hanging on and it didn't want to come out. So she said it would probably fall out. So she told me just to kind of like keep an eye on that and I would probably see it. So 2 weeks go by. Go for my 8-week checkup. We don't see the stitch, so we assume that it's gone, but I'm still not healed, so I have to be cauterized again. 2 more weeks go by. Finally got back to the doctor a couple days ago. That was my 10-week checkup, and the stitch was back somehow. It was like hiding the last time, and she went to cut it out and it just kind of dissolved. So that was good. We didn't have to tug and cut things. So yeah, I was finally completely healed internally. So it's been a long 10 weeks, but I'm thankful that that is all taken care of now. And it just feels like a weight off my shoulders, and not having to go to the doctor every 2 weeks is also great. My bladder is doing pretty good. I feel like my first pee of the day is probably the hardest, and I think that just where my bladder's held all night long, I kind of just have to sit there for longer than usual just to kind of get everything released. But throughout the day it does really good. I try to go to the bathroom as often as I can just to make sure my bladder's not getting overly full, so there's not a lot of stretch and pressure on that. So yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good. I have been dealing with some other health stuff. I have to go actually get hooked up to a heart monitor in August. I have to wear it for a couple weeks because I have a very high heart rate, but that's something I've had for years. I always honestly thought it was connected to my endo because I have very low blood pressure, high heart rate, and I'm anemic. So I just kind of always put those together. It was kind of normal for me, but it's like my doctor said, just because it's normal doesn't mean that it's normal. So I have had a few nurse friends that I've been talking with, and they've both kind of brought up POTS. So I have been doing some research into that, and I plan on, bringing that up to the doctor whenever I do go in for that appointment. But I have a lot of POTS symptoms, other than I'm not fainting, but I'm borderline fainting. But when I feel it, I just sit down. So I'm not to the point where I'm just falling over. But like I said, this has been going on for years, and I don't know. Just one thing after another. We'll get through it. I'm not going to let it get me down, because sometimes just, and of course there's no cure. Story of my life, but it's something that if I know what it is, I can hopefully manage it at least. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. Like I said, I don't go until mid-August to get hooked up to the heart monitor and all that, and then I think I wear it for 2 weeks. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you for all the prayers. I'm sorry I haven't done any updates. I keep thinking I'm going to do one, and then it's just been a really hard transition into rebuilding and just a normal work life. So it's been hard, and I'm just tired. I'm very fatigued, but I haven't really stopped. It's been 10 months of rebuilding, plus we were, close to the end of our season before the storm happened. So you think 6 straight months of work and then 10 months of rebuilding. So for like 16 months, I've been going wide open. Haven't really stopped. So we'll get there. It'll be okay. But thank y'all for all of your prayers and for following along with my journey and my healing and everything. And yeah, love y'all.